Good morning, everybody. It's March 29th, 2025, and these are the watercolors we're going to be using. This is a Chinese set. I'm just showing you, but you could get cake watercolors at the 99-cent store and learn yourself, teach yourself, learn and grow. And then when you're ready, you might want to go get something a little more expensive. This is not that expensive. I've got it on sale, but I did get it from an art supply store, and they're probably going to be, I actually asked the guy. I like to keep the lines of communication open to my supplier. And he said, well, these are not student grade, but they're not professional. Or they could be both or either. The point is, and there is a big difference. For instance, I remember getting, when I used to work in some gouache, which I'll do again. Gouache is a watercolor. It's opaque. But it's a watercolor. And if it's Winsor Newton, or other, that's the brand I remember is very good. And you could do incredibly beautiful stuff with it, just on watercolor paper, which is what this is, which is made by Strathmore, and the Aquarelle made the watercolors. But I digress. Well, let me just try to get started. We have these brushes. Value brushes that I make. The only thing I care about is that right now, especially for today, is that there's a long, tall filbert, which is, I don't think the camera could see. That's that one right there. Is most of our work will be done with that. I'm trying to use student grade stuff to show you that you could do really cool, beautiful, aesthetically pleasing, high standard work with very inexpensive supplies, and I'm going to go towards that direction more and more in the coming weeks, because really, I think the next one I'll just use the cake watercolors that I got for 99 cents or more, maybe $1.50 at the 99-cent store. Okay, so here we have our pad. We're using our pad as a backing, so I have something flat to work on. I have a container of water. Okay, which I had to put aside. I can't have everything in the camera right now. So once again, here are our colors. We're going to choose 5 colors. Yellow, red, blue. Yellow, red, and blue are the primary colors. And we're going to take white and black. And let's just try to see what happens with yellow, red, blue, white, and black. Okay, and we might not even use that, because really, as a matter of fact, 6 or 7 colors, and we're not even going to use the meat of the composition will be done with these 5 colors. But to set it out, I'm going to use, the thing I kind of like this is that these colors are labeled in Chinese, so you can see what the colors are. But the name is in Chinese, which I like it because we're going to do some calligraphy later. Okay, so let me just calm down. It's Saturday in spring, and it's a nice day, and it's New York City. I'm getting too excited, if that's possible. So we're going to take a mid-tone and set out the composition. That's all we're going to do right now for this video. Then we're going to come back and do more later from my lady friend's studio that she lets me work in the Bronx, or in the other part of New York. Okay, too much information. Okay, so you're going to take this, and I see that they have a nice seal on the top of the watercolor, which I like to puncture the seals sometimes on my Winsor Newtons, but on this one I feel like I want to try to peel it. So get those fit. There we go. Fingernails ready, peel, and paint. Sometimes you have to puncture, and I don't have time for the audience doesn't have time, let's say. So we have it open, and the only other thing we need is a palette. So, and we don't need a large palette. Just a piece of plastic container lid like this. You see that we squeeze just a little bit. You don't need too much. And with watercolor, just like with acrylic or oil, you just need what you need. Everybody say, need what you need. Okay, so you're going to mix it up. As you can see, liberally mix it up. liberally, whatever that means, to a consistency that you can work with. And then we're just going to practice getting used to the brush, drawing with our brush, basically. That's all we're going to do, draw with a brush. So if you're used to drawing stuff and you know specifically what you're used to drawing, like I am, then just do it. If you're a guy or a girl or a little kid or a grown-up or a child of all age, and you're not used to doing art, experiment just with taking the color and applying it to the surface, and then just mix it a little bit on the surface, because in watercolor that's a big issue. A big part of watercolor is just mix the colors on the surface of the watercolor as it's absorbed in a way that's pleasing to the eye. That's all. That's really all it is. And I'm used to, anybody that's used to my videos knows that this subject is very consistent with a lot of stuff that I do on the subway, on a lot of my videos, how to this and that. And I want to shout out to my friends at Apollo Theater, especially a couple of young people in the audience that were so incredible as singers, and I can't remember names. You know what? It's not about bringing attention to myself or other artists or singers or musicians. It's just saying, wow, showtime at the Apollo. Went to auditions last Saturday, painted a picture instead of doing any kind of music. And they were like, huh? And then I was like, I want to give this painting to the producers and donate it to the Apollo Theater. And they were like, that's okay. But you know what? I ended up giving it to a restaurant. It took 3-minute painting. And the restaurant that I like to take my lady friend Mercedes to, or Mercady, I like to say. Anyway, let's hope they don't throw it away. I doubt if I'll ever see that painting again. Everybody just have a great rest of the weekend, March 29th, 2025. All right. Okay. Bye-bye.